Feeding Frenzy was first released on February 11th, 2004 for PC, with later releases for Mac, Xbox, Xbox 360, and even for arcades. To my knowledge, this game is essentially a console enhancement of an old Flash game, and usually those types of games tend to be actually pretty good. So then, is Feeding Frenzy at the same level of quality as other enhanced Flash games such as Alien Hominid or Zuma? Let's find out. The graphics for this game are what I would call cartoony realism. This is because the backgrounds are drawn in 2D and look very detailed and realistic, but also have some exaggerated features. Combined with the models of the fishes being seemingly drawn in 3D to look like the real fishes they're based on, but with the addition of faces that almost make them look like cartoon characters. The gameplay entirely revolves around eating fishes smaller than you to eventually build yourself up to the next size and then be allowed to eat bigger fish. This is all portrayed via a bar at the top of the screen, and once it's filled up, you will have one on the stage that you are currently on. While doing this, you also have to dodge bigger fish so you don't get eaten, eat power-ups and pearls to help you grow, use your sucking ability to consume whole schools of fish, and avoid the many hazards of the sea that will affect you regardless of your size. You use the left stick or right stick to move your fish around. Hitting A or left trigger will make your fish do a dash across the screen, and finally pressing either the X button or the right trigger will activate your fish's special ability. There are two game modes to choose from, Adventure Mode and Time Attack Mode. Adventure Mode is your standard fare in which you must fill up the feeding bar to complete a stage before moving on to the next one. You will also be scoring points when eating fishes by getting your frenzy meter full and in the bonus stages to gain extra lives, but don't worry if you get a game over because you can just start from the last stage you were on. Time Attack Mode is the same as Adventure Mode, except now you have unlimited lives and you must complete each stage as quickly as possible before the timer runs out. The unique thing about this mode is that the timer is universal throughout all 40 stages, which means if you have 5 seconds left after completing a stage, that 5 seconds is added to your total when you're given more time on the next stage. But be careful, because if you run out of time on just one stage, it's game over and you've got to restart from the beginning. As I previously stated, there are 40 stages in the game that take you from the shallow shores of Angel Reef to the deepest parts of the sea. Every 8 stages, the type of fish you play as will change. The earlier stages are easier with no real obstacles to avoid other than bigger fishes and many power-ups to collect, like the white and black pearls from the clams or the power-up that stuns all the enemies. Later stages are filled with many things that can kill you, such as mines, poison fishes that if eaten reverse your controls, and jellyfish that can stun you, but luckily the power-ups are still given out pretty frequently. The game overall is pretty easy. You could build yourself up to each size pretty quickly. The power-ups are quite honestly pretty overpowered. You are given extra lives every 6,000 points, so you end up with way too many, and it is just in general way too easy to not get yourself eaten by the other fishes. The only truly difficult part of the game is Time Attack Mode, simply because if you fail on one stage, you'll have to reset your run from the beginning, but even then, the game is short enough that it's not that big of a hindrance to try again. There isn't much music in this game, so I'll just describe all the tracks. The track for both the menu and the regular stages is calming, peaceful, and relaxing, as if to be representative of the calmness that we tend to associate with the ocean. The music for the bonus stages is playful and upbeat, which is perfect for these stages because while in them you are encouraged to let loose to gain some extra points. Finally, the music for the final stages for each fish is suspenseful, which feels appropriate for the hardest stages in the game, especially since if you make one wrong move, you're dead. Well, to answer my question of how well this game holds up when compared to other enhanced Flash games is that it really does not hold up very well. This game doesn't go very far beyond its basic concept unlike its contemporaries, but of course that is in comparison to other enhanced Flash games, and I would say that this game on its own, despite being very simplistic, is still a good game and a neat little time waster. And with all that said, I would recommend this game. Thanks for watching.